How about that, Gordon, eh? We're back to being on a deserted beach. How long it'll last for, I don't know. But we're fishing. We're at Withernsea. Withernsea South, I would say. Yeah, it's the 4th of October. It is autumn. And you're watching Verns fishing. So keep watching, it might get better. And let's cut for the intro. Right, first bait out. I've got a bloke there, it's going to be to my right. Hopefully I won't snap off. Well, won't this week's video a bit of a hoot. I had a bit of a rant in that one. That was my last video in the Lake District. And controversial, I may say controversial. But I am what I am. Right, we'll get this out. Is that on? Yeah. I guess you heard that. It's all right. I've bought 4 more clickers. I might even have 5 spare at home. But listen, listen. It's still working. Ooh. Now, when you click and that goes up, yeah, it don't click because it breaks, you see. And it just floats about inside. So luckily, with me putting my thumb on it and stopping it, and it's only gone out 20 yards, it's all right. I've just been talking to Mally, who you know you are, Mally. Nice to meet you, and nice for you to stop and have a chat with me. But I picked my rod up and went rushing down at my super speed to get casted out, and forgot totally about checking my reel. It happens. So that's the first rod out. I'm gonna make up a bait up, and I'll bring you back. But yeah, I'll give you a quick show. This is Withernsea South. We've got a fisherman over there somewhere, and you come down by these steps. I did look at fishing over there, but there's cobbles there that are from this size cobble to about 12-inch, and I didn't really relish walking along that, so I've picked this beach. I'll probably get pushed off, but I'm only fishing to high water. Might fish an hour over, all depends, but I'm definitely not fishing late tonight. 1, it's dark, and 2, I'm going fishing tomorrow, so I need to get fed from here, go get fed, and go find somewhere ready for tomorrow. So I'll get baited up and bring you back in a bit. What's Verns' mood like today? Well, it's as good as this beautiful blue sky. That's all I can say. Will I blow up? I very much doubt it. We don't want to upset any more subscribers. Right. Oh, that was scary, weren't it, eh? That was scary. Right, well, the clicker is off. Bloody idiot. Nearly said it, Tom, nearly said it. Oh, strike 1. Oh dear. Oh, I'm pleased I'm here. Oh, there's my line. Right, I'll cast over here then. Oh, it's right in the stuff, isn't it? Might have to bring it down there. Oh dear. Oh dear. We're not clicked up either. Take her off. Well, that's out there. We are fishing 2 now. Might have to move my rods down because this one is on the stones and the line will get buried, and then we'll snap off and then Fred will start ranting and going on and moaning. Oh dear, what life's all about, isn't it? Oh, what's that? No. So yeah, I'm here. I've got other marks that I'm going to go check out probably tomorrow, because I haven't been for so long. These things change, don't they? So I'll get this put up. I'll see you in a bit. You alright?
You lost that in a gear.
You what?
You lost in a gear, yeah?
Now why?
Nightmare.
Oh right, that's probably what I got caught. I fished there last winter and I got snagged up out there.
None of the locals are fishing here now. There's a tractor tyre over there.
Right.
That corner. But that groin, we came down on the last big tide and I got 10 sets of gear off it, and Alan and John, they got 12.
Is that John?
One of the lads from up there.
Yeah, he's got a dog, hasn't he?
Yeah, little tiny. Yeah, his legs are about that.
John
big.
Wilson?
No, I don't know what his second name is. Yeah, but I live up here, so,
yeah.
and I won't fish it anymore because we lose so much gear.
Oh, well.
I went out with my chest waders on and I could feel it. There was big lumps of crab pot, roe, all sorts of gear tackled up on it.
Well, I looked at that groin there.
Yeah.
And the stones are too big for me to walk on.
Oh yeah,
my
yeah.
hip.
Oh yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? So I just thought, sod it. I'm only fishing there up to high water. So
yeah.
the first one I cast out with the clicker on, so that only went 20 yards because I had my thumb on it.
All right.
Because it breaks them clickers.
Yeah.
So
if you keep this way of that middle bit, you should be fine. But I say the tractor tyre, when I went down, it was a big tide. Last big tide we've had.
Did you bite?
No, it was full.
Hello.
It was absolutely full of stones. But last time they went, they had 28 sets off it last time.
Bloody hell.
You know, everything's there, the leader knot and everything. And then, of course, when you cast over it, you can feel it pulling through, can't you? You think you've got a bite on.
Is that a she or a he?
She.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah.
Lovely colours.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
I know a dog that eats squid.
Yeah, she does.
By the bucketful, she does.
She'll eat squid, lugworm, anything, crab.
Did you take her fishing with you?
I don't know, because we never let her off the lead. I live just here.
Yeah.
But I've got a disc out in my back, and both these knees have gone. So,
yeah, it's good getting old, isn't it?
I know. I'm waiting for. I've got an MRI in a fortnight on this hip. I've got the hip, sacrum, and something else. They're going to MRI.
I've got to phone the hospital up and tell them which hospital I want to go to.
All right.
But I haven't brought myself to do it yet. I'm a bit anxious.
Right.
If her mum was still there, she'd have whacked me by now and said, get it done. But wife ain't like that. She's a bit soft.
Yeah.
So I ain't done it. But I've got to do it.
Yeah.
Because I can feel my right one going now.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. When this leg went, this one was all right, my knee, and they injected it a year ago, and it was fine, and so was this one. And I've been starting to take turmeric and ginger for it,
Right.
and it was fantastic. I could kneel down and everything, but because this one was playing up, I'm relying on this one, and then this one went.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
No, and I thought, right, before it all went, I thought, right, I'm going to get this an electric bike so that I can get down to Spare Point. If it's rough here, I can get down to Point, you see.
Yeah.
And I can't even get my fucking leg up in the air to get on it. I've had to cut the seat, you know, the long pole on the seat.
Putting your socks on, hard work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you get your sock on?
No.
I have to sit, I have to get on the sofa. I get dressed downstairs now.
Yeah, well,
so
we live downstairs.
I get on the sofa and sit on this leg so I can then pull my sock on like
I
that.
sit on the edge of the bed, and then I lift this leg up, and we've got a wooden thing, so, and then I get that on there.
You won't be able to do that soon.
Just.
No, you won't be able to do it soon.
It pulls all in here. Rachel normally helps me get my socks on. Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it ain't good, is
And
it?
it's hard work. It's just hard work that's done that. I've been roofing for all my life.
Yeah.
Climbing about on roofs. Yeah. You know, well.
I've only just
Oh, you
first
got
class
going.
out,
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
I'm,
No, they've been out in the boat in the Humber, and they've been getting some nice haddock
yeah.
in the Humber.
So
yeah.
they're back in, are they?
Yeah, they are back. Yeah. There's been one or two caught off the beach. A couple of codling. And there's still a few bass kicking about.
So I need to move to the left a bit, don't I?
If you're in that bit there, or towards that groin, you should be alright.
I cast it out last time I was there, hooked the end of that groin.
Oh, did you? Fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I ain't been down since it's roughed up.
Yeah.
You know, it's got really rough. It took loads of sand. Well, it took loads of sand.
Yeah, there was loads of sand up there.
Yeah.
It's gone, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's not. There's a big hole in the end groin, right through there. I
But
like that end
sand
groin.
gets picked up and put somewhere else,
Yeah,
doesn't
it does. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice beach now in here, but there was loads of red weed yesterday
Oh, right.
at top of tide. So just have to see how you go.
No.
I thought that might be a
It's
snake.
literally only 20 yards. It might, my line is literally going
Ah,
down,
right.
probably right down in the waves.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's all that is. I
Right.
was going to move my gear down, but it'll be up there soon, won't it?
It will be, yeah. It's a 5.9 and it today, so it's a
I
fairly
won't
big
be on
tide.
it. It'll push me off, won't it?
Oh yeah, they were picking on the top last night.
Right.
Yeah, there was a guy at the top. You can see all the red weed at the top. There's not a lot of weed, but it is there. Yeah, our club match starts next week, so I'm hoping it's going to be calm, because I can't even drive. I can't press the clutch down on this.
Yeah.
Because that knee joint there is so painful.
Oh, right.
I don't know how I've got down them steps.
Well, my knee hurts on my left leg.
Yeah.
I get just as much pain from my knee as I do my hip. But,
Yeah.
but I've got one leg longer than the other, but
Right.
it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still got to get out and do what you want to do. haven't you?
I mean, I've been trying to mess about in the garden, and I can't get on the roof. It's too dangerous. I'm on that many bloody painkillers.
Right, this rod is going. It's the one that's 20 yards out, and I've just been told there's a lot of red weed. The dreaded red weed, eh? Comes off easy, so it might be a fish actually. I'm gonna go down there. You're gonna watch me. Well, I can tell you for something, I think I'm putting the rod away. Come for a walk with me. Come for a walk with me. Look at this. Absolutely an abortion of weed. And the other rod, I've cast it out further. Yes, I have. I ain't got to the leader yet. I'm still on my main line here. I think I can guess where the leader is. So here's my weed. And it's going over here. I think I might go down to one rod. Got ourselves a weed fish. I'm gonna go get my scissors because I tell you for now, I ain't. That was only 20 yards out. The other one is out a lot further. So I'm gonna chop that, tip the line off, tie it back up there, and I'm retiring that rod. I can't fish two rods like that. My name's not the great John Spalton. So what I'm gonna do is, well, this might be a short video, but hey, I always say that, don't I? Sorry about all this jiggering and jiggery pokery stuff going about, but it is what it is. For those that didn't like my rant in my last video, which for me was the last one in the Lake District, I do apologise, but people are what they are, and I tend not to be fake. I tend to be who I am. There are times when I hold back because I could possibly, in this day and age, be jailed. But don't get round your feet. You know, I've never been anything different. That's why people with me know where they stand. Right, that's that sorted. So that's the weed, and that clump there, and then I picked a little bit off. But you know, we're here to give it a go. You don't know what the weed's like. Apparently there's been a bit of a blower. I presume it was all that rain we've had for the last 2 days. Must have been a bit lumpy here or something. But hey ho, I wanted to get a session in. I might have to fish tomorrow. Well, I am fishing tomorrow, but I'm fishing somewhere different, and I'm glad I brought the reels I brought now, because I was bringing some different reels, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. Something to talk about tomorrow, innit? So yeah, I do apologise. Not that I'm bothered, but you know, I'll do something fake. I do apologise that I might have upset some with my rant. But, you know, there is a proportion of the country that are similar to me. Not like me totally, because I'm perfect. But, you know, there are people out there that are like me, don't agree with everything that's being done, do question it, don't just say, oh, right, okay, I'll stand 6 foot away from you and wear a mask. You know, fooled too many times, and that was the last fooling. You know, you have to question things, and that's what I do. And do I get angry with idiots on the anywhere in society, from swimming in front of you, surfing in front of you, playing bowls behind you when you're moving back, to cyclists, to bad car drivers, you know, everything that winds everybody up, if you admit it. But yeah, I do apologise, because I really do mean it. I really do mean it, because I lost a subscriber. But hey ho, hey ho. To everyone that have commented on my video and enjoyed that rant of rants, I'm pleased. You know, you have to wait sometimes for it, and then it'll come along. I do say this, but that other line's going to be absolutely hammered with weed in it. It's all right. I could go fish somewhere else. I might have to do that. I might start here and fish somewhere else, but I wanted to fish here and then get my tea. So I think what I'm going to do is I've said all that about the video. Thanks to everyone that's watched it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all my subscribers that subscribe and stay subscribed. But you've got to realise what people are, and we aren't all glossy and don't say anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? I'm afraid it's warts and all with me, and that's what you get. So if you can't take warts or rough stuff or whatever, you know, go watch someone else that's all gloss and glam and b-rolls. That's all I can say. This is a video of my fishing trip, and I can honestly say I'm not going to blow up today. How many times have I said that before? But a bit of weed, years ago I would have blown up with that, because I'd have travelled all the way here, costing money and everything, and then it'd be unfishable, and it's just diabolical. But as you get older and you fish more, you tend to realise these things, and they don't wind you up so much. So I'm going to get this reeled in, put this one rod away, because if I can fish it and the tide comes up, I can still fish one rod a lot easier. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, well, I've retied my leader on. Could have shown you, but I've talked enough. I've talked enough. But yeah, this is now clicking, so I can only assume I've got weed. And I casted that out further, probably about 70 yards, 80 yards, nothing major. What do you expect when you're a weak and feeble old man like me? So I'm now going to reel it in, and you're going to see it, and let's see how much weed we got on this. I ain't moving, I am stopping here. We will see what happens. And yeah, but what a beautiful day. Yeah, you can only pick the day you want to fish. You can't pick the sea conditions, can you? Well, you can. Sea conditions are perfect, it's just that there's loads of weed in the water. So I'm going to get this, and I'm going to reel it in. I don't really want to go anywhere else, because I've made plans. You see, I'm quite stubborn. When I've decided where I want to fish, that's where I'm fishing, because when I finish here, I'm going to go get some chips with a tea and then bed down for the night. The only thing is the fact that with me casting out further, I might miss the weed. The weed might all be at the front, and if that's the case, a long cast would be good, but time will tell. That would be wishing it, but I have seen that, especially in the Lake District. So Well, would you believe it? Would you, Adam and Eve, I was perfectly right. So I casted that one out about 100 yards, and the weed must all be down there where it's washing onto the beach. So yeah, I had a little bit round my leader knot, and that's it. So we'll do another big cast, or as big as I can, and hopefully it'll be like that. So one rod it is. Told you I'm always right, didn't I? I'm very often not wrong. And when I am wrong, I'm not often wrong, if at all. Well, I was bloody right, weren't I? We'll have to see if I'm right again, won't we? But yeah, I saw it when I fished Painting Beach. I got cast over this way because that chap said there's a snag in the middle. So yeah, when I fished Painting Beach a few years ago, the weed was all in. There was no weed out, you know, so you just have to, you know, if it's like it on the next cast, then it's cast up there already. If I put it here, if I'm trying to figure out where to put you. I want to stand over there, put the thing there. Is that gonna get me? Yeah. Well, that went to the right, and I'll tell you why it went to the right, because of me hip, that's all. Nothing else, me hip. I was on loose stones. As soon as I went into that cast, I could feel it. So it's just what it is. So I might be near that snag, I might not be, but it should be far enough to miss that weed, and I will be directly in front of my tripod. So well, you're not here yet, John, but the thing is, you don't really check your messages that often, do you? But I put in an order for some cake. You never know your luck, do you? You never know your luck. Hopefully I'll see John, because he normally walks his dog. I've probably been there 2 or 3 times actually this year, in the last few weeks since I've come back over this side, because I tend to eat my chips, then go up top and get my chips, and then eat my chips up top. Right, I might leave this flapper rig out for now. But what a beautiful day it is, isn't it? It is absolutely glorious. Yeah, I've now found out where you go to fish that side down there. I don't know if you can see the great big rocks, and then there's that beach. Well, down there, if you drive on the main road, there's a gate, and you go through the gate and you can park at the top. But don't just do that, because you'll get in trouble. There's a telephone number on the gate, and you have to talk to the bloke who owns that gate. Oh, I thought my clicker went off then. No. Right. That's for you, Tom. You can cut that bit, because probably you shouldn't really say that, because then the bloke. But then if you don't, and if people go through the gate and he gets fed up, then he'll just lock the gate and you won't get through at all, will you? It's a shame, really. People ruin things, don't they? You know, they ruin it with litter. Apparently the poo pipe, also known as shit pipe, that's been blocked off. He's dug a trench on the other side and then put all the spoil along the top, so there's probably about a 4 foot depth from the top of the spoil to the bottom of the ditch, and that's because people were fly tipping down there. So these people that do all this fly tipping, leaving litter about and stuff, it just spoils it for everybody, doesn't it? But yeah, and then if I moan and rant about it, I could possibly lose a subscriber, couldn't I? Jesus wept. That's what the problem is in this world, isn't it, at the minute? Yeah, years ago, you could have an argument about something, or a debate, or a discussion, whatever you want to call it, and with two people that had different views, and you could have a discussion, and once it was over, it was over. You either agreed with them or you didn't. You might agree with some of it, you won't agree with all of it. But nowadays there's this cancel thing culture, isn't there? And if people don't agree with your views, you're ostracised, aren't you? People have lost their jobs from it, haven't they? Friends, family. It's absolutely ridiculous now, and it's all been bred, in my opinion, just my opinion, like, it's all been bred in because schools have changed, haven't they? And you're taught not to do this, not to do that. You can't have a fight anymore at school. In my day, you all went down in the field and had a scrap, or it's in the corridor, wherever. But now, and then you got hit by the teacher for having a fight. So, but all that has been bred out of people. So people can't take criticism, can they? And boy, can I criticise if I want to. Come on, John. He wouldn't see that. I'm hoping he ain't going to see his message, but I'm hoping John might. He's got to walk his dog. He always walks his dog. He'll see my van at the top, and then hopefully he'll come down for a chat at least. So come on, John. There's another chap fishing in the other bay. I don't know how he's getting on, but I'm going to keep up with this whacking it out business. And when I say whacking it out, it's not to the horizon. There's only a handful of people that can cast that far. I'm just casting as far as I can. And that one probably went about 80, 70, 80 yards. But the bait that I brought in on that, which was wrapped up squid, was gone. It was eaten. So there's some crabs out there. But it is nice to be back on this beach again. And if people have got different views to you, then just listen to what they've got to say. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to switch off, do you? You don't have to do anything like that. You just got to be. Just got to have some cojones, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? There's people who I don't agree with. I don't always agree with the people I watch on YouTube. That Toozy, I don't sometimes agree with him. And all of them folk, you know. To Katie Hopkins, sometimes I don't agree with. There's a seal over there. But that don't mean I don't know it ain't a seal. It's the bottom of the breakwater. It don't mean that I don't agree with a high percentage of the stuff. What's the world coming to, eh? I'll tell you what it's coming to. I can feel this sun on my head. And it's bloody lovely. Can you see that? So hopefully that weed is right down the bottom here, close in. So this year I'm hoping to come on the beach a bit more than I normally do, because normally when winter gets here I am off the beaches. But this year I've bought another one of these dry bags. I bought the 20 litre, and I've got my Reed's Chill Cheetah trousers and coat in there. So bib and brace and coat. So I don't want to put it in with other stuff and get it marked and stuff, so I've got it in there. And the trousers I'll tend to put on at the van, because I put them on like a fireman does, with them already in your boots. It's easier for me. But I brought the lot down today just in case it rained, but I know it ain't gonna rain because I've checked the forecast, so I don't know why I brought that down really, but I have. It just goes on top of my box with a bungee cord. I don't know what that rod's doing. There's nothing out there, I don't think. So anyway, what was I just talking about? Because I just went on another plane. I went somewhere else in the world. I was back with my mum in the 70s. I was talking about that to Karen. I said, I'd love to go back to the 70s. She says, I don't know if I would, she said. I said, I would. I think in the 70s I spent most of my time with my mum. And then the 80s, you just get older, don't you? And I was out playing, messing about, getting in trouble, getting told off. Still go out with mum when she said, come on, let's go. But yeah, it'd just be nice. We were listening to Slade last night. I put Slade on because old Noddy, when he was he's got a good voice, he's got a good character voice, hasn't he? And we were listening to some of his songs. And Leo Sayer came on. I thought, oh, let's put him on. And Show Must Go On, I think we watched. And a few other videos with him with the Muppet Show. But then once we put that in, once I clicked on that, loads of singers come on with the Muppet Show. So back in the 70s, it must have been the in thing to be on the Muppet Show. Anyhow, this is 12 minutes long. I'm cutting it now. I am fishing. All you're doing is looking at me. I don't know what this video is going to be like, but hopefully it'll be all right. I'm now going to slow down filming and not talk anymore, just film fishing. And got to keep these short, and I'm doing quite a good job at the minute. I don't want to spoil it. I want to get 2 videos on this one card, so I'll see you in a bit. Well, the battery just went on that, and it weren't done for either. But I'm gonna get a new camera. I've got to get a new camera. The sun's in there. The sun's on the thing. It's not good, is it? If I hold it up like this, that's a different angle, isn't it? You'll be able to see, won't you? You'll be able to see. There's no sun on there now, so I'm gonna have to hold it like this, I think. So yeah, I don't really know what to say. But yeah, I need a new camera to get a new camera. And oh, me hip, I've been sat down. When I sit down, it goes stiff. But yeah, so yeah, nothing yet. Ain't got any fish yet. But do you know what I mean? There's not a lot you can do, is there? So oh yeah, I don't know. There were some people there a minute ago playing around on the beach and stuff, right behind me as well. I don't know what they were doing, ain't got a bloody clue. But yeah, there's nothing as of yet. So yeah, that battery, it came up with a warning light on that battery, and I don't know what it said because it turned off. But the last time I went fishing, which was the windy day on the River Humber, and the batteries didn't like it. It's not even cold yet. It's not even like 5-6 degrees, and the batteries, the 2 old batteries, are struggling. I also put in the other batteries, but I don't think I charged them up. I will find out this time, because I have charged everything up. So I have bought 4 new batteries. They should be all right, but if they aren't, it's a new camera, and let's hope the camera I buy will be a good one, because they're a lot of money to buy something and it just niggles at you. GoPros are what they are. I've never had a problem with a GoPro not filming. It's always filmed, even though it's screwed me around. But yeah, I was going to buy another reel the other day. That wouldn't have pleased the wife. Well, she ain't bothered, but I was going to buy another reel, and I thought, hang on a minute, because you might need a reel, Vernon. So I didn't get it. There was something else I was going to buy as well. I don't know what it was. I've got to send my trousers off, my bottoms, to my reed suit to get that zip put in, so I can get my old chap out, and so he can breathe, and I can have a wee properly, as men can. Sorry ladies and any other species out there, but you know, it's quite handy being able to get your chap out and not have to squat down and take all that stuff off. And I'm afraid I'm at that age where I need a zip. I can't just pull it down, because I might not make it over all the ruffled up bib and brace. Well, nothing yet. Bit of trouble with the batteries. People have been around playing around on the beach. They're gone now. And yeah, apart from that, I'm the only person there. That chap's over there fishing. He's got 2 rods out, or there might be someone else with him now. But I probably could fish 2 rods, but after that one where you saw all that weed, I just figured to myself, I need to just go down to 1 rod, and it'll make it easy. If I might have to fish from up top, I don't know. Don't want to. I will go halfway up them stairs and fish off them stairs. It's a beautiful day here, that's the main thing. I can't feel anything coming on. No rants. Might be some cryptic clues. There might be some cryptic clues. But yeah, more stuff being given away, isn't there? I heard on the news the other day, see here I go again, I'm at it again, Tom, isn't I? I'm at it again. Yeah, I'm not gonna. We'll just have to wait and see, because what you hear on the news might not necessarily happen. So you have to wait, don't you? But on present situations that's happened since yesterday, when we give away an area the size, twice the size of the UK, a lot of little islands, it's not looking good, is it? We didn't even give it back to the right people. Perhaps we should have given it back to the islanders and set them up with a parliament and stuff like that, and so they can govern themselves and give them a budget, so they can, and put them back on the feet for all the time we've had them off their islands, and fund them, you know, stop funding third world countries for a bit and fund them and put them back on their island, and give them a society that they can, and a government, and law and order and stuff, using their own people, so that we help them out and do the right thing. That would be the right thing to do, not give it to another country. But there you go. We'll have to wait and see about all the other stuff. Just can't work some people out. If I was in charge, it would either stay as it is, or I'd do what I've just said and put them back if they want to go there. They seemed, apparently from what I've heard, is they want to go back to their islands. And do the right thing, because that is the right thing to do, isn't it? Not give it to another country. Just cock up after cock up, innit? But there, that's what happens when you got an activist party, isn't it? Have I seen that somewhere? Come on, Rod, just do some bouncing up and down. And let's hope that weed's gone. It's absolutely beautiful blue sky. Absolutely fantastic. What do you think to that, Gordon? Hey? I hope you're feeling better, mate. I will ring you next week or Sunday. Because I ain't heard from you. And I'm worried. I don't want you getting putting weight on, sat on that sofa. Right, let's get this reeled in. So there's no weed. That snag. You know that snag. Well, you know when I decided that I wasn't going to fish on that up in there. I think I should have done. Oh well. Cock-a-doodle-doo, eh? Put another reel on. So, I've got to cast out far to miss the weed, or I'll tie a leader on that a bit, because this could be one of them sessions. So it's a shame, isn't it? What's happened is I did cast, I did say it went to the right, didn't I? But I think it's gone that way as well. But I can assure you that was pretty much snagged up from the get-go. From the get-go. Vern, where's all this coming from? Oh well. You see how calm I am and tranquil. I don't know how I do it sometimes. Don't want to look like a snotty teenager, do I, losing his rag, eh? Oh, let's put you that side. So none of the locals fish this side anymore. They all fish. They don't fish in this bay anymore because you heard that bloke at the beginning said there's a groin out there, and so what I'll do is, let's get this out. I'll walk over that side and cast it out, and hopefully it'll go to the left. Hopefully. Right. Let's get over here. If it goes right, I'm going to swear. But we'll go over it, cast over it, and hopefully I'll get it straight. I'm on firm sand now, so you never know your luck. Right. That was terrible. I stopped it because it was going over the breakwater. So I stopped it just before it. We'll have to wait and see. I would say I'll get covered in weed. Tide's a little bit too big. I would have liked to have a smaller tide, to be honest, because then I wouldn't have been on this beach over high water. But then on the other hand, I don't want to be here quite late. Right, we'll give that 5-10 minutes, and I shall either tie another. Well, we're fishing next to the breakwater, so if there's anything lurking about there, we'll find out, won't we? But there is some of these sticks that come down, look, these timbers. I'm expecting to lose the gear, but it's all right. I'm now going to tie another thing on there, bait up another rig, because I've lost a rig and a weight, so I'll have to get another rig out and get that baited up ready. And I might actually go over there, but then if I cast over there and go to the right, it'll be over the groin. You see, Vern and groins don't really go in together. We don't like each other. But it's a beautiful day to be air blanking. Yeah, I'm over there, near that red top. Right, well, we'll move back now. I'm still fishing over at the red cap, but yeah, so I've moved up a bit. You can see I've probably moved, what, 5 yards. I'm expecting to lose that thing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to reel it in now and cast out again, because one, I don't know that I'm going to be fishing there long, and two, I don't want to lose my rig again. I need to sit down though. I don't know what all this is, but it just seems to help. bead on my line. Right, I'm going to cast that out again because it hasn't been out 2 minutes. You know when you make a rig, no matter how many rigs you've made and you still forget to put a bead on, well, that's what I've done. Got bloody loads of line that I've had to put in my box. Right, let's see if we can't cast this out straight. Struggling a bit today, I don't know why. I was alright at the beginning. Took my tablets. Oh well, can't remember when I took my tablet. I have to try and think what time I got here. Struggling a little bit. There you go, that's for me. That's gone out, it's went to the right again. It's just so heavy when I pulled into that. I think I'm getting weak. I really do. Right, that is exactly where the last one is that got snagged. So we'll have to wait and see what happened. So I'll watch that and sit down and I'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm just been sat here and it's lovely and quiet apart from the waves onto the shore, and it's absolutely beautiful there. Sun's gone down below the sea defence, so the warmth has gone, but it might come. Is this John coming? My mate John hadn't turned up. I thought he'd have walked his dog by now, but that might be him up there. We'll have to wait and see if I'm right. But yeah, I was just sat here and I thought the camera isn't on, which is a good thing really, but I thought I just wanted to share it with you, that you can hear this water. It's quiet on the beach. There's only a few people come by. I had a little boy talking to me earlier on, asking me how can I catch a fish with that? Don't I need a net? So I had a little chat with him and his dad. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here. I just wanted to say it to you really, about how nice it actually is. As you can see, is glorious. So we've lost one rig, one long leader. We've put one rod away. There isn't much weed at all. If there's any weed, it's in close. There's a bit of weed down there been washed up, which is gathered at the breaker. And my mate John's there. I thought it was him, scurrying along the cliff top. But yeah, I shall be back in a minute. John don't like being on camera. See you in a bit. Right, let's get this reeled in. That was John. I've had a lovely chat with him. Caught up. I've been chatting too long, chatting way too long because there's no bait on it. I might actually make a pulley rig with a couple of pop-ups on it because there's obviously loads of crabs out there. But yeah, well, it's a lovely day. It's been absolutely fantastic on there. And I ain't had a great big huge rant, have I? You can only do it when you got one there, when it's festering and bubbling up inside. Right. Well, can you see my rod there? Yeah, you can do, I suppose. So, yeah, casting's a bit off. I've got out there, so like in between that red scuttle and that red scuttle, in the middle, there's a great big huge lump of wood or something. And on that wood is a load of rope and line and all sorts of stuff, and I'm trying to miss it. It's bang in the middle, so I've got that in my head, and yeah, I pulled it left because I don't want to hook up onto it again. Not that it matters, I've got plenty of leaders, I've got plenty of weights, rigs, got everything, but I just don't want to hook up onto it. So that just leaves more litter, doesn't it, underwater. So yeah, pulled it left. Anyhow, it's over near the red scuttle again. So not a bad thing, but there was a bit of weed out there. This water is coming in, so I'm going to have to move my gear over here. I don't want to come too far in. because there was a dog had a shit at the bottom of the stairs, but he did pick it up. That means it won't be here. Right, I'm not making my videos so short that they're so short, but I'm trying to make them a little bit shorter. That's just engulfed my rods. So I want to try and get 2 videos out of this card like I did before. I could actually I don't know what I could actually. It's totally lost me. I think I'm losing my mind. Right, there's going to be a bit of weed over that way, so I think that water's in over there already. Let me show you. Let's go for a little quick walk, shall we? I don't know how long it takes for the water to come in there, so let's go have a walk down there. This is water's in. Ah, they're the rocks that John was just talking about. I didn't realise there was great big rocks there. I thought it was sandy all the way along, but it isn't. I think it was sandy. I think a load of sand's been ripped out. That's what I think. Might be wrong, but yeah. Whoa, that was exciting, wasn't it? Like chicken and chips. There we go. Well, this is my B-roll. This is about as far as I get. It's great being on the beach, isn't it? It is. It's one of my favourite places to be. That's what I can say. Stop saying Vern. It is one of my favourite places to be. If it weren't, I wouldn't fish, I don't think. I don't just fish because I love fishing. I'm not fanatical about fishing. I enjoy having nice rods. I enjoy having zip lexers. I enjoy having nice reels, making my own rigs. I enjoy all of that part of fishing. I even enjoy having a stock of bait in the freezer. More than the rig bits, having like a tackle shop of rig bits. I enjoy that. It's just nice to go in there, put your hands on your boxes and start making some rigs. That's what I enjoy. So all those things, taking apart Abu reels, cleaning them, my pen fathoms, you know, I enjoy that. It's all part of fishing. I'm not one of these people that have got to catch. I'm not one of these people that have got to catch the biggest specimen going either. I just enjoy fishing and everything that goes with it. But the main thing that I enjoy is being in this environment. The wind is blowing a little bit now. It's fresh but not cold. It's the noise of the waves. It's just lovely. the crashing of the waves. It's just, for me, you can't beat it. If I was a millionaire, I'd be just as happy here as I would be on some desert island somewhere that I'd buy. I don't really want for a lot in life. I just enjoy having a few things, but I only get things that I can afford, you know. That's why I haven't bought another reel, and I keep looking at rods because I would like another Ziplex. But next thing will be a camera, because we're gonna have a cold winter coming, I think. And if my batteries start playing up, I need another camera. And then I'll have this as a spare, won't I? So I might actually check GoPro out for more batteries, because their batteries are like £15 each. But that's only so that I've got this as a second good backup. But the problem is, if you've got a backup camera, you don't end up using it as a backup camera. It just sits there and don't get used. I've got that Acaso still in my van now. It's in the van, charged up, ready to go. And that's only if this was to ever bugger up, I could still do a video. So this camera would just take the place of that one. Anyhow, we're up there now. Time is 39 minutes past 5, and high tide is 20 past 6. But as soon as you get over this bit here, as soon as that water rises up probably another half a metre, this bit here is then flattish. So you're gonna then get them waves that come up around your feet. So I might put my gear on these steps out of the way, and I might set my tripod up there and see how I get on. If I get away with it with people, nobody should really come down them stairs then. You wouldn't think they would. But then if you're fishing on a beach, you wouldn't expect surfers, people playing bowls and people swimming in front of you either, would you? It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I can't get over it. Battery didn't last, did it? I'll carry on reeling in now. Look at that. It didn't unhook. It is still around. See that? That's the second time that's happened to me. Second time that's happened with an imp. Now, the first time that happened was because I had the spring that tight, there was no way it was ever coming off, so it was my own fault. And this one, I think, is it due to the fact that I've tied a short pulley rig? So, but that should have come off. Oh well. Last cast out. I don't know whether that didn't unhook because it was a short pulley. I've never had that problem before. I will have to try it again. I'll try it tomorrow. But literally the time before that, when an imp didn't release for me, it was because I'd used an imp on the bottom of a cod rig, and the spring, I'd done it that tight, it was unbelievable. And yeah, that was the issue with that. That was never going to release. I had to force it off. Unbelievable. So that was my fault. I don't know about that one. But you can't get mad with a breakaway imp, can you? Because they're just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That was only out 5-10 minutes. It weren't as if I had me huge catching thing that I was doing. I think I caught fish for 10 or 11 months on the trot and never blanked. It was unbelievable fishing at that point in my life. Right, we need to try and get this out. We need to try and get it out and straight. All depends on how my hip is. I've just figured out what it is. It's this soft sand. Because this sand is totally different here than what the sand is down at Easington, let's say, or Tunstall, or Hillston. It's more grainy and gritty down there. There's a lot of big rocks there. Tight. Yeah, that's what it is. Do you know, I've been wondering and wondering, and I'm on soft beach. When I fish high water, it is softer sand. When I fish low water marks, obviously the sand is a lot firmer, isn't it? I've said that before, haven't I? It's sort of like slipped me mind, hasn't it? But that's what the problem is. That's why my casts are going everywhere. I'm not stable on my feet. So what happens is, you saw then on that cast there, I nearly fell over. So, this water's coming in. There you go, crabs. How do you feel? yeah, so I'll try this rig out tomorrow and see how I get on with it. It might just be a case of the rig is too short, because it is. I'll tell you what I did. I had a bit of lead line left over and I thought I'll tie a short pulley, and it was too short. There you go. That's what happens when you come from Norfolk. You're as tight as arseholes. Well, it was nice to see John come down. Nice to see John and Tilly. Beautiful little dog she is. Lovely colour. She's like that tanny brown colour, bit same colour as Duke, but she's got darker shadings in her. Lovely little dog. Sausage dog, I do believe. I don't know how much longer I'll be here. I've got that cast out. I will move up the stairs, but wish I hadn't forgotten the bloody phone, my watch. Do you know, it's a pain in the arse pulling in. If you don't wear a watch, if you was to wear a watch, you'd then realise it's a lot easier to go like that than it is to keep getting this phone out of your pocket. We're all safe. Well, I've brought you along on this fishing trip, haven't I? And I hope you've enjoyed it. There's not been no excitement happening. There ain't been no rants, really. And I ain't given anything away either, like the odd island. What'll be next, eh? Probably have to pay everybody back in Romania what we owe them, or what they say we owe them, for being bad people, you know, when it was normal. Oh, like I say, next 5 years will be all exciting, won't it? There's nothing happening on that rod. It is, as you would say, motionless. Look at that for a picture. Hey Tom, this is the thumbnail, mate. Well, I think it is. Need to, that's better. That was the thumbnail. It probably won't be the thumbnail. I'll probably pick a thumbnail that's in the sunshine, nice and bright. Can't believe that people actually do that sort of stuff, can you? To pick the thumbnail. We just go through ours and just try and pick a nice picture. Look at this water coming in now. Loads of colour in that water. It was colour out for bloody miles when I first got here today, and there still is. And it's nice and calm, you know. But there's no fish, there's no hounds, they're gone. There's no rays, can't catch them. There's not even a dogfish. There's no whiting. There's not even a rockland. And I'll tell you something else. There ain't no haddock here yet. I'll bring you back on this last reeling. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed this or managed to put up with it or whatever, click the old subscribe button, drop us a comment and give us a thumbs up. It helps the channel's algorithm and it helps me out, and it might help me pay for a bit of diesel so I can keep coming fishing, I say. Let's get this reeled in. It's getting late now. Time is 6:42. I decided that I ain't fishing it going down because I want to get to the chip shop and then I've got to go get bedded down for the night to get up early in the morning. So one or the other's got to be affected, so this one is. I haven't caught anything on the tide coming up. If I'd had a couple of whiting or a dogfish, well, I'd still be packing up because I'd have caught. But what do you keep doing? Do you fish it all the way down and then fish it all the way up for the next 4 days and then say, oh, I've caught? You know, how long is the session? I used to fish all the way up and all the way down, but it's getting dark, and like I say, I want something to eat and I'm fishing tomorrow, so I've got to get ready for that. Let's just check that's filming. Got some weight on it, or should I say it's heavy. Must be weed, I would have thought. That little bit of weed felt like a humongous fish. Can't believe it. Well, this has been fishing at Withernsea. I've spoke to Mally, Steve, and my old mate John. So yeah, it was nice to see you, John, coming marching down there with Tilly. It was great. I can't believe I thought that was a fish. It felt like a fish. I thought it was a flounder when I saw it coming along, but that was the weed. But yeah. Oh, do the rail wool head itch with my hat. So yeah, this has been fishing at Withernsea with blanked. It is a bit dodgy this time of year, I think. Especially, well, it's just dodgy. I don't think there's a lot coming out, but there are people catching. You've got to be in the right place at the right time, I suppose. I've struggled casting on this sand because it is soft. And that is what my problem has been. I'm so used to fishing low water, everything's like standing on concrete. It's fantastic. So yeah, this has been Withernsea. I'm sorry I've blanked, but this is the session that I've filmed for you, and I've had to put up with it, so I hope you do too. Don't forget to give us a like and a comment and subscribe if you haven't. If you're this far in the video and you aren't a subscriber, you ought to subscribe. So yeah, thank you to all the subscribers, all the members. Is too many to mention because I'll forget them. But I have got a big huge contingency in Ireland, and you know you are. See, you can't just mention one, you got to just say thanks to all the members. What you give me goes in my diesel tank to bring these videos. So this has been Withernsea. I'm going because my wife is now telling me you're going on too much and I'm rattling on. Next time you see me will be in the river because that's where I'm fishing in the morning. I'll see you and on. Stand 6 foot away from you and wear a mask.